Welcome to another episode of No Script News. Fucked around and got myself a camera, so now you get to see this beautiful face every once in a while. Not all the time though, because, you guys can't fall in love with this. Gotta keep you guys back. I got a life to live. Can't have you guys falling in love, stalking me, showing up at my front door. Hey, can we play? Nah, we can't play. So you get to see me sometimes, not all the time. Just depends on how I feel. Like today, I just woke up, white shirt from yesterday, throw on my beanie because my hair's a mess. I have no hair. Boom. This is what you get. Like it or leave it. Anyways, it turns out that my channel is gonna become a CV channel because shit just keeps on popping out there. My last 4 videos of No Script News have been on the same subject. It is not because that's what I want to talk about all the time, but it just keeps on messing our shit up. I'm trying to live our life, playing my video games, trying to see online what's going on, then boom, CV strikes again, boom, CV strikes again. Now, it turns out that everybody is skipping PAX East and GDC. Not just Sony, Capcom won't be going to CDC anymore. Not just Capcom, Kojima Games or Productions won't be going to CDC anymore. And the biggest publisher on earth, EA, will not be going to CDC anymore or PAX East. Why? We know why. Because the damn Chinese can't keep their shit together, man. Ruin it for everybody. Over here trying to live our lives, try to go to conventions to talk to cool kids. The cool kids at the conventions. But no! They gotta go around and fucking eat bats and shit. Now, again, I can't blame these companies. They're just looking out for the employees. EA released a statement, and I quote, "With the recent escalations of cases in new regions, we have decided to take additional steps to protect the well-being of our employees." End quote. Cases in new regions? What are they talking about? I'll let you know what they're talking about. Crazy shit happening in Iran. Iran, in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by sea on both sides, just like the United States, mind you, had cases pop up out of nowhere. 2 couples ended up dying, got sick, and they didn't travel to China. There was actually no Chinese nationals or anybody that they interacted with. They're just old folks living in their villages. At the time of recording, as of last night, I think they have about 15 deaths already. Now, see, the problem with Iran is that they're not equipped to handle this. Not that they're not equipped, they weren't prepared, is the word. And a lot of countries aren't. A lot of places aren't prepared. And like I say, you look at these conventions, and those are just breeding grounds for someone getting sick. Especially because people don't exercise proper hygiene, man. There's some smelly individuals out there. And not only in Iran, but also in Italy. And they seem to be struggling to contain the virus. I believe they already closed down 2 cities or quarantined 2 cities. So shit's getting crazy out there. And I hear a lot of gamers complaining about these companies pulling out of these conventions. I can understand the disappointment, but perspective, guys. Come on, put your life in perspective. We'll still be able to play these video games. We'll still be able to see them. There's no reason for game companies to put people in harm's way. Especially with this CV that we really don't know too much about. Yes, it's the flu. Yes, it's human-to-human contact. But there's still so many things we don't know. We don't know what the death rate to the people who get sick are. Now, just for people who don't know what the virus does to you, it deteriorates your lungs. Pretty much you choke to death. Your lungs get full of water. You're unable to breathe. You're unable to lay down. And you slowly choke to death. Now, I had a similar situation where I had water in my lungs. And the reason why that happened to me had to do with kidney failure. I couldn't process all the water. It wasn't filtering or it wasn't going out, so it started building up in certain places. And one of the places it started building up was in my lungs. And so your lungs feel heavy when you lay down and you have shallow breathing. And it starts to hurt. And then eventually even standing up starts to hurt. and then you start having shallow breathing, and that's when the water just keeps building up and building up. Now, luckily for me, obviously I can talk to you normal, I'm fine. I did have a kidney transplant, and you know, that's neither here nor there. But the feeling of actually choking when you're not in water is it's very scary, to say the least. So I can't fault these game companies for being extra cautious, even though we don't have any reason to be panicking yet in the United States of America. But then again, those other countries didn't think it would happen to them, and it sure did. Damn, why's it gotta be a bummer? But I guess that's the way this video has to end. Be safe out there, enjoy your games, and remember, when shit hits the fan, run.